while since I made one of these, and to be honest, if I'm being completely sincere, I really don't care. I lose interest in things after a while, and I don't know. I don't know if anyone listens to this shit, but as I mentioned before, a couple episodes ago, I think this is the trail of breadcrumbs that'll lead you to my body. I'm not sure entirely what that means, but yeah. I have a tendency to abandon ideas and projects after a while. I lose interest fast. I don't really care too much about things these days. I don't know if it's because I'm more conscious than the average person. I don't know. I understand my place in life, I guess, and it's not. I don't value life the way other people do. To me, life is not a blessing. I think that's bullshit when people say that. Life's not a blessing. Life just is. It's just a series of distractions that we go through until we die. I don't know. I can't remember. I feel like I've talked about this already, but I'm not. I don't value my place here on earth the way other people do, I guess. I don't know. Something happened along the way in my life that just sort of killed that sense of wonder, of enjoyment. If I'm being really sincere, I feel like there's not much left, if any, by way of happiness and, having said that, there's certain people in my life that help to spark that help to bring some of that back, but it's a momentary thing. It's not permanent, but it's like having a vehicle. You gotta you can't just keep driving your vehicle without servicing it, without refueling, without filling your fuel tank. You can't go through life, living life, without servicing your life, without refueling. And a big part of that refueling is spending quality time with your family and friends. That's a big, important part of life. It keeps things fresh. It keeps that sense of wonder and happiness, and you look forward to your future. You look forward to each day. But if you go through life without any kind of human connection, without recognizing and appreciating those people in your life that help to replenish that sense of wanting to be, that only adds to your stress and your depression and your anxiety. That only adds to making you miserable. And people don't understand that. They don't understand that your life is like a vehicle. This body that you're living in is a vessel, and you have to take care of it. You have to fuel it up. You have to service it. You have to maintain it, right? Eating healthy, avoiding certain foods and substances that are detrimental to your health. And we don't understand that when we're younger. We think we're immortal. We think we're going to live forever. So, for me personally, I treated my body like a fucking punching bag, and I just I did everything that you shouldn't do to your body as a youth. I just, like living hard, partying hard, destroying your senses with drugs, and just never worrying about tomorrow. That's the way I've always been. And now I'm just sort of learning how to balance that part of my life out and balance my life out in general, because I understand now that concept. To treat your body better. Treat it like the vessel that it is, that if you wanted to carry you to the finish line efficiently, then you got to take care of yourself. Self-care is just becoming a thing now. You see it on social media. People are finally starting to talk about this shit openly. Self-care, that it's important to spend some time with yourself, take care of yourself, do things that you like to do, hobbies, right? Nurture your creativity. Take some time away from this fucked up, crazy world that has you working your ass off just to keep a fucking roof over your head and your kid's head, and to keep food in your fridge. It's important to try to take time for yourself. Take care of yourself. People like to make excuses not to do that. And the fact of the matter is, you can't afford not to do that. And I always tell my friends this, like, what good are you going to be to your family when you finally break down? And that's going to happen. It will happen. You will break down. If you don't take care of your vessel, you will fall apart. And you won't be able to take care of your family or yourself anymore. And you're going to regret not heeding that advice of fueling yourself up, maintaining your body, taking care of yourself. And most people don't realize that importance until, it seems like there's a certain time when that sort of kicks in for people. And for me, it was, I would say when I hit my 30s, that's when it kicked in for me. I realized, well, because at the turn of my 30s, I had my back injury, right? And that opened up Pandora's box, basically. I discovered that I had this congenital spinal condition that I've had my whole life, and it finally came to a head 9 years ago. And it was then that I realized that I really got to start taking care of myself. I got to start taking care of this vessel if I want to remain on this earth, to enjoy life with my family and friends. I have to start to look after myself. And now I see my friends and family today finally starting to realize that importance. I've been preaching this for the better part of 9 years now, that it's important to take care of yourself, regardless of how hectic your life is. You gotta find a balance. You have to find balance in your life. There's no question about it. No matter how crazy your life is, you have to try to find that balance. You gotta fix yourself. You gotta take care of yourself. Get right. If you have a partner in your life, share the load with them. Take turns, right? Sleep, for me, is an ultra important thing. It's a huge, huge part of my life now, because that's the only time when my body heals itself, and my body is falling apart in the worst fucking possible way now. So I value sleep more than anything now. And it's easier for me to get sleep because I live alone, right? I don't have young children. I don't have a wife, right? I live by myself, so it's easier for me to schedule sleep for myself. And I always try to get at least the minimum amount of sleep for somebody my age. And it's not always easy because life happens, right? You have responsibilities, especially if you have a family. But, and I can't stress this enough, you have to find that balance. Everything in life is about balance. And when your life becomes chaotic and falls out of balance, that's when the health problems start to compound. You start perpetuating this cycle of abuse on your body without even realizing it. You know, you deprive yourself of sleep. You deprive yourself of proper nutrition. You deprive yourself of exercise. All these important things that are necessary to maintaining your health so that you can in turn take care of your family efficiently. So you need to take time for yourself. Self-care is so important. People are just starting to realize that now, and it's a great thing. It's amazing to see people talking about it now openly, and not just amongst people my age in their 30s going on their 40s, right? I'm seeing this in younger generation now. They're understanding to a certain degree the importance of self-care. Take care of yourself. Don't burn the candle at both ends, because the payoffs they're minimal. You're gonna find a lot of disappointment when you do that. You gotta take care of yourself. Stop sacrificing your personal health for accolades, for riches, for wealth. Because what good is that wealth when your body starts to fall apart? Right? What good is all that success going to be if you can't even enjoy it pain-free? If you can't live pain-free because you never took care of yourself, you didn't take care of your body, and now it's starting to fall apart. You're going to end up turning around and spending that wealth on ways to try to fix yourself, right? If you're falling apart physically, you're going to end up spending time and money trying to fix your physical ailments, whatever, what have you. What are some of the ailments that you can suffer from not taking care of yourself, right? Not eating right. You'll suffer from obesity, diabetes, right? Strokes. Not getting enough sleep. Your body repairs itself when you're sleeping. So if you're not sleeping, or if you're not sleeping efficiently, your body's not going to run efficiently. Not eating your required amount of meals per day, you're not getting enough food in you. You're starving yourself of nutrition. Or you're on the other end of the spectrum and you're overeating and you're indulging in unhealthy foods. You're not practicing good nutrition. Your body will start falling apart. And all of this comes together to affect your mental health. It makes you depressed, anxious, miserable. You get irritable. That's because your body is out of balance. Your physical health is out of balance. It will start to affect your mental health, and vice versa. If you're not in a good state of mind, then it will start to manifest itself physically too. I always say this. I can't stress this enough. You have to find a balance between mind and body. Get enough sleep at night. Figure out a way to try to get sufficient amount of sleep at night. If you have a partner, balance the load with them. Sleep in shifts if you have to. Get one person to take care of the duties, the family duties, while you try to get a sufficient amount of sleep. You have to. It's important. It's so important. I'm doing my best right now to try to establish that balance and maintain it, but it's not easy. There's days when I wake up and I don't want to I just don't want to. I don't want to anything. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be alive. I don't want to be around people. For the most part, I feel like a misanthrope. Like, I hate people. I hate being around people, right, in general. But I have my circle of family and friends that I care about. Those are the ones that I like to be around. But for my mental health, there's times when I need to be alone too. I need to recuperate, to recover, to replenish myself. Because being out there in the world around people is draining on me, mentally and emotionally. And if I don't try to find the balance for that, then it will start to manifest itself physically. Everything comes full circle. Everything affects everything else when it comes to your personal health. The physical will affect the mental, and it will affect the emotional. And the emotional will affect the mental, and it will all affect the physical. And before you know it, your life is in chaos, and it's starting to break down. But the good thing about our bodies is that it's never too late to turn things around. You can always turn things around. You can start taking care of yourself. Start eating right. Hydrate. I am a huge supporter of hydration. I believe that water helps everything. People still need to understand that water is so important. Anyway, that's about all I have to talk about right now. Is find that balance in your life. Your life is out of balance. Things will start breaking down, physically and mentally. So whatever is out of balance, find that balance. Establish that balance. Nutrition, exercise, sleep. Sleep is so important. All right. Until next time.